60 last week. Second highest ever number of possessions recorded. And up over 400 now with still another 5 minutes of play.
McDonald had to go back with the flight, took the mark, gets some support and Wanamiri. Green, Davey. Good work by Melbourne. They've worked the ball nicely. They get it to the goal square. They need a jump. Bruce, Scarlett went back. Ball alive though, Sylvia. Scarlett comes in over the top to effect the tackle, and Geelong, through weighted numbers, should clear. Enright got it from Steve Johnson. He's not sure which way to go.
Oh.
And they've spilled it. Davey, he's going to get it back as Paul Johnson didn't see it coming. Hooks it round at the top of the square, all Geelong this time. And take two.
They defend the goal line really well, Geelong. Very rare do you see opponents mark a ball in the goal square. I think I'd say the same up the other end. Melbourne really need to work on the fact that a lot of goals are being kicked right on the goal line and they defend that.
Chapman wrestles Bartram. Free kick will go Melbourne's way.
The umpire then giving the explanation. I think not for Paul Chapman, but for the crowd.
It was more for the crowd, wasn't it? Because he expected some abuse to come straight back at him.
Look at him. Wasn't happy, Paul Chapman.
They were up pretty quick. It continues.
There he is. They're still going on,
Yep.
the two of them.
Meantime, Joel Corey marks the falling ball. Just got held up in the breeze again, and he goes short to Selwood. Just over 3 minutes remaining. 31-point margin. Not the drubbing that a lot of people expected, the 80, 90, 100-point margin.
Good kick by Josh Hunt.
Kelly found some space out to Johnson. Morton with him.
Did
Johnson,
well,
yeah, he just sort of forced him to the outer side. Carroll to clean up. And here they go, Melbourne. Wanamiri just told to run. Chris Johnson said, come on, you go. Take a couple of bounces, but he's put too much air on that one. Just set up. 2-on-1 Geelong, they'll always win that unless it's right out in front of your forward. Advantage should be paid, and it is.
I wonder why they even blow the whistle in that situation.
It's an argument for another day, isn't it?
Yeah, gee.
White going to ground. And then Scarlett come over the top. They want holding the ball, not to be.
And the facts were it was an advantage. It wasn't in the end.
No, not because he blew the whistle, it wasn't.
The loose ball, everyone stopped.
That's good work by Scarlett. He was holding it in. He's trying to find the free kick. Milburn. Neat's got a hand on it. Scarlett.
He defends well, Scarlett, but he mops up beautifully as well.
Yeah.
He's always the release player out the back.
Wojcinski. Back in board to Hunt. Spots a player in the middle. It's Bartel. Played on. Handball over the top. And Davey had to go and did okay to get it to Dunn. Chris Johnson has Sylvia on. It's a poor kick. That's a horrible kick.
Another positive is Aaron Davies' second half. Only the 4 disposals in the first half, Aaron Davey. Now had the 17, so he's at 13 the second half.
Yep.
And a couple of Aaron Davey-like tackles.
Yeah, 7 contested possessions too, so he's been in and out the contest of late. Jones enjoys that sort of football. Inside forward 50. Green, good grab, terrific grab, 2-on-1.
Supermark.
And not really known for his big, strong marking. I mean, he's a very, very good kick of the ball, and he runs hard and
Now that's a
clean
contested
hands.
mark.
That's a real contested mark. That's a beauty.
He started his career as a forward pocket
Yeah.
next to Neats, and it's quite interesting. The last couple of weeks, he started on the wing and pushing forward. So Dean Bailey, I suggest, wants more goals out of Brad Green.
Well, there's not too many better kicks than Brad Green. One of the players that I'd certainly have my money on from here.
Could make the distance.
Just held up in the breeze. Just, you know, everyone was watching closely just to see whether it was going to make it. It just died at the end.
Well, his last shot on goal, he kicked it outside 50.
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
Was that over the line?
Very hard from this angle where we're standing, but
It certainly looked like it was in the cheer squad, but umpire was in a better position, as we'd like to say.
Did it go over the line by the time it come back to the Geelong player? The wind blew it back.
It's
Fun to look at anyway.
Quite breezy down there.
One for on the couch on Monday night. We're inside the last minute of the game. It'll be Geelong with another victory to continue this good winning streak.
It will, but there'll be some real positives to take out of it. There's one, there's two. Those two boys have been good this afternoon. Cameron Bruce, terrific.
Ends up with McDonald. That's only gone 8 metres. Miller realising that, playing on quickly. Up and under kick. All Geelong once again. Harley for the defensive mark. And that should be all she wrote. Geelong in the rivalry round here at Skilled Stadium on a day where they unfurled the 2007 Premiership flag. They have been convincing victors in the end by a total of 30 points. A lot of people came here today expecting a repeat of perhaps their grand final performance where they dominated and won by triple figures. But Melbourne came to play today and showed a lot of heart, and they were competitive, which is what Dean Bailey